Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Guys, in my meditation today and just in the energies in general, there's so much about releasing and letting go. And before I jumped into individual sign readings, I was really drawn to talk about this, guys. And I'm going to show you the cards. Now, we're in a waning moon. So whenever the moon is getting smaller, energetically, we use this to help let go of things that are going to be leaving our lives, endings. If you want things to get smaller, if you want things to kind of just slowly dissipate from your life. And that's why this Pisces full moon was pretty intense for a lot of people. Things ending, relationships, partnerships, business partnerships, contracts of some form, different kind, just guys, all kinds of endings. But with the Pisces full moon, it was really endings that were toxic, run its course, unhealthy, not aligned with where you're going. Now, does that make the pain less? Hell no, it doesn't. You're still going to have the process to go through. And I'm going to be making videos for every sign energetically to see what's good for you. But we're going to go through the cards right now. So we have the High Priestess and the Release card. Guys, look, you're not alone. I just want you to know that. So this week, especially this week, there needs to be a lot of introspection. This is not a time to distract ourselves and be at the bars and, just trying to not think about things. And I get it. It's part of, that's part of a coping mechanism. But it's really big this week to sit in meditation, be outside, be in nature, pray, go to some place that brings you peace, because there needs to be a processing of things. Not so much of overindulgence and negative thoughts, not at all. It's more of asking for clarity, guidance, assistance. We have free will. And so many of us, no matter what we believe in, whatever higher source, higher self, angels, you have free will. So you have to kind of ask for people to kind of come in and help, your angels, spirit guides, loved ones. And they will, guys. There's so much here about poor timing. So I just want, this is the general energy for everybody. So we're going to go through. So the first things first is being able to let go, or at least surrender. Whenever I say the word let go, people tend to freak out because they're like, no, I'm not ready. I don't want this. That's okay. Maybe let go of control. Maybe surrender the situation. Maybe tell the universe, I'm willing to put this in your hands, solve it for me because I'm just, making a bigger mess. In that way, or willing to surrender your pain, willing to surrender your fear, but willing to let go of some form of block that's keeping you guys from moving forward. Now we have the King of Earth. The universe is really trying to bring in opportunities. It's trying to bring in opportunities financially, materially, for support, for foundation, for growth. But in order for something to come in, we need to make space for it. Now understand, especially when it comes to partnerships, when you have soul contracts with people, what's meant for you cannot pass you. And I know that's painful to think of, like, well, it did pass me. But that just means it's bringing in room for something more, guys. And I know that sounds cliche, but it's the truth. Okay, now we have the 9 of fire, the 4 of water, and we have a hell of a lot of swords. So 5 of air, Ace of air, 7 of air. This week, guys, if you do anything this week, it's not action oriented, okay? There's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes. A lot of the actions or reactions that you're feeling guided to take are coming from emotional imbalance, lack of clarity, the idea of not having something, so we're gripping and we're freaking out. Totally understandable. We're all human. That happens. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't do that. I do it too. But with the 9 of fire, what they're really saying is stand your ground. If you're going to do anything this week, every time you want to pick up that cell phone and maybe send that text, you shouldn't put it down. Run outside, say a prayer, grab your arms, do what you got to do. Just don't lose ground, okay? You're not going to go backwards. Don't be afraid. There's a lot of things that are happening. If you were to take action right now, if you were to try to push something to make it fit, to make it work, to try to, wiggle it in and maybe in a way obscure yourself or lose parts of yourself in order to have it in your life, things are not going to have a happy ending. There's a lot of things happening behind the scenes that are kind of reshifting everything to make it happy, make it work for everybody. I'm going to use romantic relationships because they're the best example. Maybe you've had a breakup. It's heartbreaking. It's terrifying. It's panic ridden. And all you want to do is go back to your sense of security, even if that space wasn't very healthy. The universe is saying, if you can just hold off, process what you're feeling, take a time out, go to your corner. We promise you that what we're doing behind the scenes is going to deliver something greater, literally, than what you're looking for. But if you're to jump in right now, man, it's going to make things probably 10 times worse. So take a step back, guys. Take time to go back to the drawing board. Really review your motives. Is it coming from love? Is it coming from fear? Look at other people's motives. Look at other situations. What was being said of that culture and that environment, you know? So with the Ace of Air, guys, they're letting you know that they understand at this beginning, this energy right now is going to be a little challenging. It's going to be uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's very good. In fact, we have the Queen of Earth with the King of Earth, which is coins. But the Queen of Earth to me is also home. It's stability. It's having healthy relationships, having relationships that are reciprocal in nature. You're not just giving. You know, you're not just nurturing. It's being able to handle things in an understanding manner. And the King, he's successful. This is long-term investments, long-term work, guys. So everything you're going through, understand this week is, while it could be a little heavy and a little scary and you want to react out of, you know, fight or flight response, go into prayer, go into meditation, cry, watch that TED Talk, and if possible, be outside as much as possible, as much as weather allows. And just understand that timing right now, things are in flux. You know, when you get dirt and you throw it in the air and everything kind of just has to settle, that's where we're at. Let things settle, get centered, and from that space we can make some decisions. Okay, guys, I hope that served you. I just wanted you guys to know you're not alone. This week is probably going to be a pretty heavy week for a lot of people, for all of us. Mantras, playing binaural beats or solfeggio tones in the background while you work, while you sleep, playing chakra clearing meditations while you sleep, saying affirmations every time you look in the mirror. Make that a challenge. Every time I see my reflection, I'm going to say this mantra 7 times. You know, do your best to stay in alignment. Crystals are amazing for balancing and healing. There's so many things you can do, guys. If you want any tips or tools, my link will be down below. Otherwise, I hope this served you. Have a beautiful week. We're in this together, guys. Take care.